If you're into uniform fashion, this one ought to just tickle the fancy of your color palette as we find out who dons the blue and yellow the best. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw. It's Ucla. Quickly out to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And finds a soft spot. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bruins are on the move. On the ground, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Ucla. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Nice move there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. Got some room in it to the goal line. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. Just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Snags it on the right. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And it's no good. So the score remains 3-0.
That keeps the score. West Virginia 3, UCLA 0.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The run from the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dropping back, it's Henderson.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Gallagher. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Now, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Pulls it, fired complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking for room. It's White. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's third and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
And the Mountaineers are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Under fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That's the end of the third quarter. UCLA 7, West Virginia 6.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Broadway quarterback keeps it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Bruins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Ucla. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Thomas.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the running game. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Ucla. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, and he continues to make plays.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gallagher. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
He lets it fly. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, they're running four verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for four verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And they'll take a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
versus Georgia. The Dogs and the Tide, two teams that have been in each other's way for supremacy in the SEC and the national title race. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Wideout's now clustered. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Alabama and Georgia, they have collided in the biggest stages for the biggest trophies in the sport. But the last meeting, that regular season classic in Tuscaloosa, the Tide jumped them 28-0. It was a beatdown. Georgia responded. Kirk actually took the lead late in the game before one of the most memorable plays of the season won it for Bama.
Yeah, it was just something we've not had to see from Kirby Smart's team. On the road, like you said, down so big. I remember you saw Alabama taunting Georgia going off the field at halftime. But give credit to Georgia. Not only do they come back, but they take the lead. It looked like they might be able to get out of there with a win. And then the freshman at the time, Ryan Williams, introduces himself to a national audience with maybe one of the best plays of the year. Great call by you, by the way, and end up getting Alabama back to being in a position to win that football game.
Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Heading left after the handoff. Here he goes. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis. Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. The receiver makes the catch. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Now they call a run. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now coach elects to send out the field goal here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now here's the toss play. Look out, room to run here. As the first down is still going. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Single back, takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. To throw, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the left side. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
On the ground, it's Frazier. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Over the middle, it's Humphreys. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. Put that on a rope.
versus Georgia. The Dogs and the Tide, two teams that have been in each other's way for supremacy in the SEC and the national title race. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. It's Stockton. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Bama. A big defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He's in the clear. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like.
Breaks into the clear. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
What great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Using his legs, it's Frazier.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Important second down play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Humphreys. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, they go right back to him. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
To throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed by the receiver. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Oh, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This will be a 35-yard attempt. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. This will be a 35-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And now the handoff. And the ball to the ground. Scooped up in the defense. Touchdown, Dogs. The defense produces 6 points. Momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
It looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Here comes a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. He gets loose. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Fights off a defender. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Direct snap to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
From the shotgun, hand off inside. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On the run, it's Frazier. Now here he goes. Got the first down and still motoring. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. see what the call is on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing their running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Great catch over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was successful with his 1st attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. This big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And now the defense able to bring him down. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Adams. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Direct snap to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pump over the middle. It's Horton. Tackle, but first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
They'll kick it away here. And here's the return. The returner is brought down. It's a starter on the next drive. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Handoff heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Looking to scramble now. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
And that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
42,
Takes the handoff. It's Young. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Punt over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
325.
Dropping back. It's Simpson. Bringing pressure. And that pass falls incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Pulls it in. It's Young. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. This is the 6th play on the drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. A quick juke. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Chewing clock with the running game. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. They pick up enough for the 1st down. Football goes to the 45.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. On the run, it's Frazier. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. To throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Dogs come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. They're going to run it here. Great cut, breaks into the clear. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop total behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. From this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.